Hello everyone, welcome back to another Train Sim World 4 video. We are on the Harlem line. Another American route. Yeah, we're sort of in the American mood at the moment. That's sort of. But yeah, we're going to be taking this M3A. Got to mention the A on the end there. We're going to be taking it down to Grand Central Terminal, the GCT. From North White Plains. So we're doing a full line run from one end to the other. Says it's going to be about 40 minutes. So yeah, let's do it. Let's get in. We're in the cupboard at the moment because yeah, you don't really have much other option. Ask the key. Do that and do the doors. I've always wondered how the driver actually opens the doors, but I assume it would be the guard doing it or the conductor would do the doors. So otherwise you sort of have to open this every time, go out here and do the panel, which would be a bit, you know, not efficient. Let's get the systems on. Yeah. I think I can remember them all right. Well, hopefully we can remember the systems. Passenger lights are already on. That's good. We need to charge the brakes. So we'll set that to there we go, and then charge the brakes, which is there. Get the door shut, and the lights are already on. Okay, well, let's begin the journey. Next station stop is White Plains, which well isn't very far. Let's go. I'm really excited to be back on this route, as this is well probably one of my favourite US routes, considering it's third rail, and it's also New York. New York's just a great place for trains. There's also undershoe third rail as well, so that's why the third rail sort of covered. Why don't they do that here in the UK instead of banning third rail? Do undershoe third rail. Or is it overshoe third rail? Basically where the third rail's covered. Why don't they just do that? That'd be a smart idea. It's a bit shaky though, isn't it? Quite sort of up and down. I don't know what that's all about. Don't remember it being like that before. But it's really shaky, isn't it? That can't be right, can it? I mean, I know a head sway's on 200%, but I don't think that's the head sway. It's like when we've done the 47 on Blackpool, where it's like that. It's like that. Not really too sure. Well, I'm just going to turn up the audio a bit because this is quite a quiet train, this one. Right, coming into White Plains on our very bumpy journey. It would seem it's going to be quite a bumpy journey. I don't think the suspension's been done yet. So we're 8 coaches. Yeah, down from the southeast. There we are. So looking for the 8 coach stop market if there is one. If there's not, we'll just go right to the end of the platform. And I can just about remember all of the stations on this route. What we got? We got North White Plains, which we're coming into now. Hartsdale, Scarsdale. Oh, hang on. What comes after that? Crestwood? I think Crestwood. Then it's Tuckahoe, Bronxville, Fleetwood, Mount Vernon West, Wakefield, Woodlawn, Williams Bridge, Botanical Garden, Fordham, Tremont, Melrose, Harlem 125th Street, and then Grand Central. So this is one of those routes I like. It's good. Because it's third rail. And just look at that though, we're in the proper classics today. Well, we could have driven the M3A, but yeah, I thought we'd go for a bit more old school, 1980s power. So next station after this is Fordham, which is quite a way away. probably like the biggest gap that we got between the stations. What's that, around 20 minutes non-stop. Well, hopefully non-stop. Quite busy, isn't it? Everybody's out and about. There we are. Lovely. Right, let's get the... Oh, it really is busy. It's like everybody's got off the train. Get the door shut. And yeah, Fordham is our next station stop, which is quite a way away. Could get the window open, but now we'll get it shut. Let's go. Maybe it is the head sway making that bounce. Maybe. So it's 35, and I think the top speed on this, it's not 80, is it? I know there's a fast, I don't think it is 80. But I know there's a fast bit. Obviously as we're running fast, we can make the most of that. It will tell us so on here, track speed. That's the brilliant thing about this route. You don't necessarily need to know it that well, because it just tells you the speed limits. What you need to know is where the stations are. And sort of how the safety systems work. 65, okay, not 80, but still quick. Let's go. Bit of third row action. So this bit of the route's a bit deceiving, because it looks like we're, you know, in the countryside somewhere. We're not. We're well and truly not in the countryside. If you look on Google Maps of this area, it's just all built up. We're not in it. We're well and truly not in the countryside. Maybe we're in a little pocket of green, but yeah, every side of us is just houses. It's one of those tricks. So it's like on Peninsula Corridor. You get those sort of odd pockets of green. You're like, oh well, we must be out in the countryside. No, well and truly not. Well, 65 for now. I think it comes down to 60 somewhere along here. This is Hartsdale. Through we go. Express run to forward. Let's get fly by shot. It's not the nicest sort of running sounds to it. A bit drab. There it goes. No clickety clacking, no, yeah, none of that. But then the M3A is a fairly oldish train in the game. Ish. Because the M3, well, I know this is the M3A, but the M3's been on Long Island Railroad since 2020. And that's where sort of the sounds for this one come from. So it's one of the sort of older-ish, you know, oh, there's the 60, older sounds to it. Well, the horn's different now. The horn's new with this version. But yeah, the M3A didn't receive the same treatment as the M7A did from the M7. This is Scarsdale. There's another M3A. Still very much prominent on this route in the game. There are, you know, I mean, the M7As do outnumber the M3As by a fair bit, service-wise, but there's still a fair few of them about. Back up to 65. Although into Crestwood, well, we should be going through on sort of the middle, or basically on the through line. Hopefully it doesn't take us on the loop, which it's done before, and I've had to slow really fast down to I think 45 miles an hour. So hopefully it takes us on the through line, as I think it's 65 all the way through, which is what we want. As we race towards Manhattan. Cool. Very bumpily. Maybe it is the head's way it bends at 200%. Maybe it somehow is. No, because that doesn't do the suspension. That only does side to side, not up and down. Don't know. Maybe it's just a really bumpy line. Shoot our way along. Yeah, stopping at Fordham though. Bit of an unexpected stop. I thought we literally would be non-stop all the way to, well, Harlem 125th Street. I think, yeah, this was a afternoon service. Yes, hopefully we don't go right here. There you go, we're going straight on, that's good. Because, yeah, occasionally it does take you to the right through the loop. Which is a bit like, why have you taken me this way? We've got the Cat 8 coming to join us from New York. Oh, look, a big jump. Some New York action. Oh, overspeed. Oh, we got 45. Hopefully it doesn't put our penalty brakes on, because that's what this train's good at, is putting penalty brakes on. Okay, it's fine. You've got to be really quick in this train to respond to stuff. Whereas in the M7 it's so much easier, whereas on this it gets angry quickly. And there's the Cat 8 going past. Okay, well, we're down to a much lower speed. So we've got the L there, limited. And I think M's medium or mid, and then R is reduced, and then S is stop. Or restricted, it actually might be R. It comes down in 15s. Oh, that's why we're coming across here. That's why we come down to 45. Well, it's still at 45, and now it's up to normal speed. Up to 60. I wonder why I didn't pass it. I mean, we could have just stayed on the middle line, which is sort of the fast line. Maybe there's another train using it on the way up. This is Tuckahoe. We're going straight the way through. No business there today. And Bronxville's just round there. They're all very close to one another, the stations. As it's supposed it's a metro, basically. Now you got Bronxville. And after that it's Mount Vernon West, which is... no, Fleetwood. Which is quite soon after that. There's the M3A. Beautiful train. They're so good with the blue on the front. And sounds good as well. I don't know, can you notice that on the video? Can you notice that we're sort of bumping a bit? That just feels like we're like juddering just about. Not even got BA on there, that British Ace. Or was that brake apply? I think it's brake apply, isn't it? Possibly. Yeah, very juddery. Still playable though. So we've got about 25 minutes now to Grand Central. It's only been 15 minutes, but yeah, it's only another half hour and we'll basically be there. Hopefully I don't get too orange either. See that the sun's quite low in the sky and it's sort of beaming through a glaze. It's fine. This is Fleetwood. Sort of pinky colour scheme to it. There were quite nice stations along here, though. They were sort of slightly different. They're sort of they got their own way to them. So we still bump along at 60. Maybe we've got a flat wheel. Maybe that's why. We've got a flat below us. It was bumping along. That's the, I think, alerter going off there. Or is it? Maybe not. Must be. Flashing green. Well, it's not red, so that's good. Although, to be honest, it's really hard to go for... I don't want to jinx it, but it would be quite hard to go for a red signal on this route, because if you've got the safety systems on, because if you've got the systems on, it just won't let you go for a red light. It will just bring you to an emergency stop before you can. And even, I mean, you can't go up to 60 up to a red light either, because you get these brakes and that happening. So yeah, I suppose it is sort of, I mean, it probably is possible, but it is sort of impossible to go through a red light. Because if you're approaching a red light, you're going 15 miles an hour, and if you're going if you're going the full 15 up to the red light, it will literally just slam the brakes on. I'm sure there is still some way you can do it on here. This is Wakefield, a tiny little station. Well, 2 island platforms, but really diddy. There we go. And then we're going to get the New Haven line joining us, which would be one I would like to see on TSW, because then you get to change power. At the moment, well, it's third rail here, but then you go a bit further. I think it's Mount, past a couple of stations past Mount Vernon East. There's a place where you have to change powers to, well, change power mode to alternating current overhead wires. Which I think the M8 goes down there. Yeah, M8, and used to be the M2, which is like this, the M2. But with a pantograph and a shoe. Then it'll be Woodlawn. Woodlawn Station. There you go, so New Haven line's now joined with us. So realistically, this bit would be absolutely packed in real life. You'd have a lot of traffic coming through here, but I suppose as we don't have the M8 and well, the diesel traffic on here as well, it feels a bit quiet. I mean, it's not a really quiet route. It still is relatively busy, but it's a lot quieter than what it could be. Oh, 75. Oh, that's nice. I don't know if we'll actually be able to get up to 75, but we can give it a good go. So it's only Williams Bridge and then Botanical Garden and then Fordham. And I think the speed comes down just after the next station. I don't think it stays at 75. But, you know, we might as well speed up. See what we can do. Which is now down to 45. So we can't speed up very much. You got to be really, really quick in this M3A. As I said, you get. I'm pretty certain you get less time to react to things than in the M7A. You've really got to be on the ball. Well, we got up to what, 60 something, and then we'll slow down. Oh, we actually are coming up to something as well. This is Williams Bridge. Yeah, we're following another train. Well, we're just at 30. As you may have already noticed, but there actually isn't physical signals on this route. any of the eagle-eyed viewers. Yeah, there is no, well, there are some, but I think the only colour lights are really found around point work. Yeah, point work and sidings, etc. Elsewhere it's, well, in-cab signals. Traffic cone on top of the pole there. Yeah, Botanical Gardens just round the corner, and then after that is our second station stop of Fordham. Goes very quick this route, even though we've still got 25 minutes to go. I know, it's sort of, you feel like you're basically there, but you're not. We've still, I mean, I don't know, like mileage-wise, we've probably done the main amount, but we've still got to go into Grand Central Terminal, which I think is, yeah, 10 miles an hour into it. You've got to through all the tunnels, and so still a fair bit to go. But it sort of just feels like we're, you know, almost there on the home stretch, but we're not really. So that around the points, so yeah, there's points here, I think. You've got some colour lights. This is Botanical Garden, which is that building just up there to the right, which is pretty cool. And it's up there. Oh. Wow. That's an abrupt end to our little Harlem Line adventure. What's going on? Something wrong with this game or app? Well, that's a shame, because that was a nice journey as well. I was enjoying that. Well, I suppose that's it, everybody. I don't really know what to do, and I'm not going to sort of delete that, as that was, what, 20 minutes or so, and that was quite a nice journey as well. Oh, what I could do that, actually. Bear with me. Right, we're back. It's the same service, we're just at Fordham. So a bit of a shame that we can't do the full thing as one. And don't worry, that's not our train. I mean, that is look at that. What's that? 2, 4, 6, 8. So that's 12 coaches, I think that. That's a long old train. But yeah, Fordham is, well, Botanical Garden is literally just there. Like, that is where it crashed. At that station, literally just there. So we have skipped forward a little bit, but obviously, yeah, not really much we can do about that. As it crashed. So we're continuing the journey from 100 metres down the line. And the next station stop is at Harlem 125th Street. Right, let's go, I think. We're in forward. Yep, there we are. Yeah, a bit of a shame it did crash though, and also a bit peculiar. Well, I think I might have had it on this line before, but yeah, a bit annoying though. Not really what you want, is it? Especially for one of the older routes. But hey ho. That's some really long consists. So it's coming up to rush hour, isn't it? Within sort of the next hour in the game. So getting ready. Anybody else been having issues with Harlem Line crashing? I mean, I'm on the PS5. Which, well, it's usually alright. I thought that was a bygone era of TSW crashes, but no. Now let's start speeding up to 75. So we're passing Tremont and Melrose, and then we then have Harlem 125th Street, and then from there it's just a little, well, not short, but not that far then to GCT, Grand Central Terminal. Oh, we're running in full power. That's why we're going quite slow. Let's get that up. Got the other train literally just behind us. We're still on the bumpy train as well. Bumping around. And yeah, Tremont Station is just hidden. It's like literally tucked away. It's just coming up now. Sort of in the cut-in, just sort of, yeah, tucked away. So Just try and remember where it is when you need to stop here, because it's only about 2-3 coaches long, the platform. So on Melrose, that's only got a short platform. There we go. M3A there. Actually seen quite a fair few M3As. I'm quite impressed actually. Yeah, they're sort of the lesser used train on the line. So the fact we've actually seen quite a few is good. We've picked a good time. I think I've already got a title of this video: Old School Harlem. I always think that as we're going through the video, I'm just thinking, what should I call it? What should I call it? What should I call it? Oh, Old School Harlem. Boom. There we go. Done. The speed's now come down to 60. It should be just round the corner and into a Melrose station. Well, near enough, just round the corner. There it is. I think it comes down. I think it's 35. There's like there's a lift bridge, really cool actually, going over, which I can assume to be the Harlem River. Yeah, it's like a lift bridge, which actually it does still work in real life, but in the game it doesn't. Because I haven't seen it in the game going up. I think one of the coolest bridges on TSW is on Bremen-Oldenburg, because I mean that is just cool, because the bridge actually does lift up on the playable track, and you get the boats going through whilst the bridge goes up. That's one of the coolest like TSW bits of track is on Bremen-Oldenburg, where the actual the line you drive on can go up, not like a sort of off-world bit. It's the railway bit you go on. Then you've got the Hudson line joining up here, which goes to Croton Harmon. I think it actually does go a bit further up, but I think that's where the electric trains go, Croton Harmon. And you've also got the Yankees Stadium station just around the corner. Yeah, I think it's 35. It's either 30 or 35 over that. 35 then. Oh, no, it's gone up already. Okay, now it's up to 40, but Proton does come down. Try and get maybe a nice shot as we come round this corner, sort of the sun on the train. Should be quite pleasant. 35 as we go onto the bridge. Up we go though. In New York. You know what, let's use the autofocus. Let's see what it does. Bit of autofocus. That's quite cool actually. Let's get one there. The train sort of swiveling round the corner. Even that's quite cool. Look at that. The autofocus is doing all right. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. I'll give it. It's not too bad. Right, that would do. Although I do prefer manual focus though, because then you can just tinker with it and make it sort of perfect. And then you can see a freight train actually going along. That's the Harlem River freight line, I think. And then you can see. I don't know how that works. You can, yeah, you can see. Bobby's freight trains going along it. Yeah, just looking at the bridge, wondering how the power gets to the third rail on the bridge. But I would assume there's either something on the bridge itself, or it's just wired sort of within. Well, actually, probably what there is probably just some sort of conductor, which, when the bridge goes down, connects, probably. And this is Harlem 125th Street. And off this is the Grand Central Terminal, which will be our final stop. See all the skinny skyscrapers there in New York. Yeah, this is Harlem 125th. Yeah, that train's right. That's a full. That's like 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. That's a whole 12 coach train that is behind us. There's not many of them on this route. Why can I not see? Okay, so we don't know when we're due out of here then. Okay, not sure, but we're at Harlem. What's going on? Where's the thingy gone? What's it? Hang on, what's going on? Yeah, hang on. That's how we. Yeah, so we loaded passengers. Stop at Harlem 125th Street. That's where we are now. We're due out for at 20 past, which the time now is 20 past. Okay, well, let's get the door shut and see if it figures it out. So yeah, they're saying two different things. That's saying we've loaded passengers at Fordham, and the other one's saying we haven't. So I don't know what's going on, but let's just try and continue. It's a little bit annoying. It's been a nice journey. Don't want it sort of ruined by a game glitch. Like we already had the crash. Hopefully it will still let us get into Grand Central Terminal. Although I've got a feeling it might not. Which will be annoying. But yeah, we'll see. Hopefully it will already sort of preset and let us in. Yeah, the streets of New York below. Lovely. 60 along here as well. So we can get that up. Although I think it comes down to 45. Oh, I think it is 60 through the tunnels as well. But it comes down to 45 on the little curl as you go into the tunnel. So quite a big gradient change here. Sort of ramping down. See, this literally cuts like New York in half. Or sort of, is it Manhattan Island? Sort of cuts it in half. Goes right down the middle of it. So yeah, this is like that. This like goes that down Manhattan Island, and New York Penn is like that. One goes across, one just goes down into it. Right, so we're going on these single bore tunnels, so the speed will come down. It's better going through the middle one. It's just like 60 the whole way through. I think it's 45 for this corner. Maybe not, or maybe yes. Yeah, 45. And there's another one as well, a bit further up. It's a pretty. I mean, the tunnels here look really nice. If you compare them to, say, the Northeast Corridor. Actually, I think the new Northeast Corridor, Trenton, New York, I think they actually look alright on there, the Hudson tunnels and the East River Tunnel. But yeah, look at the tunnels in here though, look at sort of weathered they are and grimy, and it's pretty cool. Right, is this the other 45 bit? Must be. Yeah. And it should then start bringing us down for the really slow limit into the station. Should be fun. 60, although not for that long though. Quite a cool tunnel. Goes on for a little bit as well. Well, it should start bringing us down quite soon. Fairly soon. So it's really, really slow into Grand Central. Really slow. Well, to be honest, it's one of those speed limits where it's like, fair enough. I mean, the amount of point work you've got under there. It's yeah, 10 miles an hour. But you can sort of like see why it would be 10 miles an hour. It's not one of those speed limits where it's like, why are we going at this speed? Yeah, it's completely dark, tons of point work, tons of trains, 10 miles an hour, just sort of a safe and ideal speed. And also it's got 2 layers, this station as well, but I think we only get the top layer, which is also a bit mad about Grand Central. It's like a multi-storey train station. I hope we're actually cleared into the station, as apparently we haven't completed the objective. Okay, yes. Okay, we'll leave it as this, that's fine. So yeah, if we can't get into the station then we're buggered really. We're going to have to end in the tunnel. Don't really want to do. There's our instruments and my desk light, and then my desk light. So there's no point turning that on, as realistically you just wouldn't be able to see out the window otherwise. And it's now 10 miles an hour. 10 miles per hour. All the way up to the platform. Which is still quite a bit of a way. But it's really cool down here though. And I think there's the mastery reward. Is it for this route? I think it is for this route. There's like an old train carriage and it's got like rats like eating pizza and stuff. I don't know actually whereabouts it is. I think it's like just sort of left in one of the sidings somewhere. There's like an old train carriage. I'd never do mastery stuff. So I've never actually properly seen it. Fingers crossed we're cleared through, but I can see a few red lights, which is a bit concerning. So maybe not. We shall see. Yeah, can't see any flashing reds or any yellows or any good. Oh, okay, well, that's probably why there's a train literally right in front. Okay, fair enough. I wonder if in photo mode, that's actually a cool little experiment. I wonder if you can actually make it so you can see. Put the exposure right up. Brightness, we'll put that right up. Can you see any more? Not particularly. No photo mode experiment. But no, I'd recommend this route if you like your UK third rail stuff, something like, you know, East Coastway, BML. But yeah, basically any UK third rail stuff, if you like it, give this route a go. I prefer this over Long Island. I mean, Long Island for most of it is just a straight line the whole way, from what Jamaica to Hicksville. Oh, that looks good. We've got a green and a red now. Well, assuming that means we can go through it. So let's go. I really hope that's for us. HS2 to that high speed 2 signal. Train, you've got to slow down a bit, alright? You're getting a bit speed happy. Okay, next set, and the next sea of signals. Can we actually go through them? I mean, again, it's all just red. So, it's not... Oh, hang on, we're going this way. There's a really high chance we could spat. So the amount of signals there is just all over the place. It's like, which one is ours? Well, that's for that track there. I'm assuming our one's the one with the flashing yellow. I suppose that's probably another reason why it's really slow. There's just so many signals, and you might be like, what one's mine? Why are we speeding up? I'm trying to slow down and it's speeding up. There we go. Won't do the horn coming into Grand Central. That'd be silly. You're deafening everybody. Oh, we're going right over the far side. The less important side. Well, that was good fun. Obviously, apart from that little crash near Botanical Gardens. That wasn't too bad. Wonder where that other train is. There it is. Mass. Oh, there's another one behind that as well. Blimey. So it's a fairly busy route. It's not like a quiet route. Obviously, it could be busier, but... Yeah, because I think there's also diesels which run on this route as well. So a bit like Long Island Railroad, where you've got diesels on that, but we don't have them. It's I think similar for this route. You've got the services which go up the Hudson line and up this one to some place with a interesting name. I can't remember it, but it's yeah. There's diesels which go past Southeast and Croton Harmon. There's New York above. Yeah, very nice route. And the good thing about this route is some of the services, not all of them, you can just sit on the same train going backwards and forth most of the day. But it really depends. Because yeah, some do terminate at North White Plains. But then you might then have like an hour's wait at North White Plains. I mean the Crestwood shuttle services, they're only peak time, so you could sit on them for a few hours. But then some trains do go off the edge. Oh, slowly getting there. Here we are. This is Harlem. No, this is Grand Central. Let's get those headlights off wherever they are on this one. Here, aren't they? Let's get them. Yeah, for some reason it hasn't. Well, it doesn't actually realise we're here, which is a bit concerning. There we go. But yeah, that is. Well, everybody's got off though. People are getting off, so it must know we're here. Okay, this is really bizarre. Right. Okay. Well, people are getting off, which means we've done the unloading instruction. But yeah, that is coming from me. Hopefully everybody has enjoyed it. Links can be found in the usual places: Discord, PayPal, merch store. Apart from that, thanks for coming in, and I hope to see you next time. See you all. Take care. Bye, guys.